Hello, friends! I am MovieRecap NL and this is the latest Devil Hunter movie. An ordinary police officer sacrificed himself to save the whole world from demons. You got the video completely from below. Don't forget to press like and subscribe to the channel while watching and supporting our effort. Let's get started. At midnight, a male policeman named Mech was running away. He entered a street and got caught, thinking, "I'm trapped." But at that moment, a mysterious person who appeared to be obedient promised to keep him safe. There was no other way, and the mysterious person took him to the sky, and when they were plotting together, Mech started shouting from the alley. Experienced policemen saw the bloodstains on the wall again. Before long, dust began to gather in the streets and terrible creatures started killing people. However, a certain man was watching everything quietly. Despite the whole city being in flames and torment, we protect the powerful figure of a priest named Sen. After gathering his things, the priest was told by a wizard father to return and jump on the difficult path. At the same time, the Sake family arrived in Bangkok. Although they were there to smoke, Sake was busy with work and couldn't relax. Seeing this, his wife was worried about him not putting away his phone and thought it could cause problems. In the quiet market, the men who were listening suddenly realized the girls were returning and knew the area well. From one side of the market to the other, coming and going, the girls guarded their way with Sen on the bridge. While they were trying to warn the deaf girls with signals, the name of the man was called out. Sen said that because of their flight, they were watched carefully and that during the bloody moon, the person born then would be the gatekeeper. Hearing this, the man who was wearing a furry hat said it was like the sun was striking him and left the place. Shortly after, Mech arrived at the shopping center, took a weapon in hand, and started shooting with determination. The family took the man to the hospital to recover and went quietly to rest. The man who took the king's place ordered Mech to protect the king. However, Mech, who took the bloody sword, said he cared about the girl and taught her well. Later, the police also arrived, and a man named Sek took advantage of the opportunity to attack and wound him. But this did not harm Mech. On the contrary, Sek thanked him for trying to kill him, emphasized the ritual sword, and said he was guarding the gates. Smoke appeared all over the building, and as the city gradually moved, scattered lights covered the entire city. People who took Pran's daughter outside helped each other and showed solidarity. A mother who went to the mall with her daughter was stopped by one of the guards, but Pran was braver than her. The escape with the help of others was impossible. The woman who pulled her daughter from the escalator fell on the way down the stairs. After that, she took her daughter and left the building. But there were also stray dogs there that knew each other's movements well. The place where they ran was narrow and one of the stores was locked. Cell phones also stopped working. There was no benefit from the named connection in the store. At the same time, Sek and a guard named Yoret arrived and planned to discuss their shadow operations after the explosion. The trace of the corpse was also visible. Hearing the noise in the village, he passed through the bushes and met a woman holding a knife. She was brought to the middle, and when people saw her appearance, they rushed to attack. Although the man resembled her, he did not hit her and started a wild hand fight. But the difference in their genes was evident, and Sek's hand became stronger. After that, he continued to survive. The woman who had just appeared started following him. When not healed, a hand and foot came from the sky and started walking on the roof. Although Sek was a man, the hunter found him and tried to catch him. With one move, Sek escaped from the hunter's hand and went to the hospital, but he couldn't find his wife. The man who left the building protected the situation. Meanwhile, the hunter was still right behind him. Finally, the man Sek caught tied him up. Meanwhile, the mother and children went to the bus station, and people attacked each other fiercely and exchanged hostility. From the buses, angry and uncontrollable men shouted at each other. The driver announced that the bus was out of service and no one wanted to get off in the street full of strangers. Bran, playing music and shouting, left, but the angry ones chased him to return. The mothers shared together again and the bus departed. Unfortunately, due to blocked roads and cars, pedestrians were forced to cross the street. Adil entered the place and saw the bodies, then went upstairs. Just now, a man who had just become a father started walking with them. Pran's men attacked and entered the houses. Outside, the whole city was protected in the fire of chaos. C2, walking in the shopping center, saw that the hunter was still following him. The hunter went to the place where blood was dripping on the wall, broke inside, and Cezam followed him. The man who passed through the portal went to the empty bus parking lot and the building. The creature that met him started to chase. Sek ran to the city holding his leg, but the creature did not stop chasing him. Sek, who entered a street, said, "I'm done," when suddenly a door opened and a bell stopped him. The bell was his guardian. The bell imagined their life between heaven and hell in an alternative reality. This was deadly for the spirits in the place. Sek had to answer for his actions. He helped complete Mech's ritual and free the creatures. The man who controlled Mech was the father of the hunters. He was a powerful wizard and intended to record real life. When Sek opened the gate, it meant he would find power to protect himself and thus become a guardian. This was his destiny. He was born on a bloody moon and his mother Tugruk passed away. Sek, who thought of nothing, said he was capable of thinking about that. Sen said that if he opened the gate, he would save the whole world, but there was a mistake. The devil came from every hand and street. First, he had to find Mech, and meanwhile Sen told him a story. Again, the father of the devil who wanted to be the street rock stole the wizard's magic books and caused great harm to his spirit and body. He also tried to take his son's soul but broke the ritual and his soul was separated from real life. The son, trying to bring back his father, gained strong power and traveled between realities. The story became interesting and Sek protected the village from the creatures and rushed to help before it was too late. They blocked the path of the following Sen, and Sek, who had a scar on his hand, killed the attacking creatures and became the hero of Isle. The village experienced strange events, betrayal from a close friend, and asked for forgiveness. Suddenly, a devil with a long head started to break down. Sek tried hard to protect his daughter, but the devil took the leader and swallowed him. After the devil left, Sek talked calmly, informing that his daughter was alive and that the explosion in the shopping center killed some people. Sen confirmed this. Sek worried about what his family would do next. San reminded his family to prioritize their job first. Murek couldn't say it was over yet. Sek had the chance to return. While walking in the street, the children began to wear winged suits and went inside, and those who stayed outside were protected. When attacked, Sek forced the creatures using the techniques and tricks he had learned. Then San entered the theater, opened the portal, and stopped the creatures from getting their hands. He prepared to enter the real world. Jack, watching the event, protected the soul of the building king who entered. San gave him a special sword and the dagger that Mech could use. At the same time, Mech entering Jack's body came to the studio, but they didn't know they had made a deal and were deceiving themselves. Luck did not stop. Suddenly, the phone rang and Mick, who took the call, tried to answer. Can and Jack arrived and they discussed their communication. Ken found Mick's prayer on the phone and Jack saw that the girl was being helped. The mother and children were afraid of Jack in guard form and Mick stopped the attacking Mick. Mech was proud to fight for his life and family and said he deserved it. When Sek tried to take Mech's knife, a man appeared to protect it, but Mech did not let him. The fight continued in the water. Sek took the magical dagger, but Pran pointed his gun at him. Two of them pushed Sek to his limits, and Pran did not know the name of the gun. Lu, promising his father, asked how to mark the signs, and Jack showed it without hesitation. Zille Pran took the Mech's mark and put it on Jack, and his soul again fell into the devil's realm. Mech took Pran's weapon at that moment, but Lu kept returning his father's advice. Suddenly, a portal appeared on the wall and Mech appeared from the middle. At the same time, Sen saved Sek again and gave him a letter from Mech. Apparently, this was a place where a wizard had contact and where the ritual of Hell's Gate was held. The two boys set out along the secret path and arrived at an abandoned building with a large burning fire inside. In the real world, Mech took Sek's family and the wizard himself fled. The big creature there was cautious not to alarm the village and opened a new portal. When the wizard was about to sacrifice Lu to become an invincible being, Sek stopped him. The final battle began and Sek, who mastered Sek's styles, used the magical dagger to defeat his enemies. Mechson joined the fight and tried to hit him, but Sek cleverly disarmed him. Purin escaped from the guards who captured him, took his king, and shot the wizard. However, a new attack started. Sek helped the village. When Mech attacked Sek with a dagger, Purin gave it to Sek and finally made peace with Mech. His soul was burned and taken to the devil's world, and the creature who could control him swallowed him. The spirit that appeared from the sky attacked the wizard and Sek stabbed him from behind. Before death, the wizard held the gate and the fire saved his life. San found another way, but it was useless. Jack, who accepted fate, said goodbye to his family and apologized for not spending enough time with them. The love and bond with his family grew stronger, and when he flew away from the gate, hellish flames appeared. Jack's body is now burned to ashes and the gate was closed. The world returned to its previous state and every girl was taken by her fate. The story is not over yet. The return will happen soon, using his streak to take the child again. Done. Friends, thank you for watching. If you haven't seen the video, don't forget to press like and subscribe to the channel. In the comments, write your opinion and let me know. See you in the next scenes. Goodbye.